All content featured on the Taylor Show is intended for entertainment purposes only. All stories discussed herein are based on alleged events and personal opinions. Nothing shared should be taken as fact or professional advice. Any viewpoints expressed are solely those of hosts and do not represent any business or organizations.
Hello, and welcome back to the Taylor Show, the show where we typically talk about one thing and one thing only, and that's me. Hi, I'm your host, Taylor. But today, Little Gremlins, we have a very exciting guest. It's basically Philadelphia radio royalty, 32 years on air, 16 of them at B101. You know her, you love her. It's Jenn Ryan!
Thank you for having me. I like the word royalty only in terms of English royalty, and I know your husband Nate is here, and he knows I'm obsessed with the royal family.
Oh, I love that.
That is the only royalty this one is about.
Oh, stop. 16 years at B101.
I know.
And how many did you have to spend with my husband?
Oh,
God.
let's see.
The worst 3.
No, I was going to say
Probably.
3 or 4. It felt like 6. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I'm kidding.
It felt like forever.
Was it 3?
it was, I think, 3. Yeah, 2019 through 2021, something like that.
Nate was
yeah.
our producer. Yes. And he was amazing.
So I want to walk through, how'd you get in radio?
Let's see. Okay, so I went to Penn State, undergrad for communications, and my actual degree was broadcast cable. And I thought I wanted to go into TV, didn't we all? Now, this is back in the day, people, back in the day. Wanted to be a newscaster, right?
Ooh, okay.
So I was interviewing in Philadelphia stations, could not get a job. And there were some very rude PDs, I just have to say.
bet.
There were.
Do you want to
there
name
really
drop
were.
them? You
No,
can name drop
no,
them. Okay.
No. But anyway, couldn't get a job. So I remember I talked to one of my communication professors, and Mike McKinley was his name. And I said, I'm having a really hard time trying to get into TV. Do you have any suggestions? He said, yeah, try radio. He's like, try radio first and then make the move. Well, when
Look
you
how that
get the
worked out.
bug, once you get the bug, you get the bug. So
Oh, yeah.
radio was actually obviously much easier to get into. However, you start in these tiny little stations. Like my first job was out in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. WIOO.
Woo.
Yeah. We used to call it. And it was in this person's house and like this.
It was in a house.
It was actually, but I'll tell you this. It was in this old decrepit house, second floor, but it was Robin Quiver's first radio place as well. Now, DC snatched her within 2 months.
Sure, yeah.
DC never came calling for this one. Neither did Philly. So, I went from Carlisle to Princeton.
Okay.
I did an AM news station in Princeton. Then Merrill Reese's station, BCB, for a little bit.
There you go. Okay.
And then ended up in Philly.
And B101 was your favorite?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent half of my career, 16 out of 32 years at the B. Love it. Didn't want to leave, but, when you do, it's honestly, I bet 30 out of those 32 years was morning radio and getting
Wow.
up at 3 a.m. It took a toll.
Are you sleeping in now?
Yes. So now I get to sleep in, 7 o'clock doesn't sound like much, but it's 4 more hours
Yeah.
than I've gotten for the last 30 years. So sleeping in and, just, you feel better, more rejuvenated. And
Did it take you a long time to be able to sleep in?
no.
Really?
Are you kidding? No. Even while I was in radio, like weekends, I would sleep till 9 or 10. So no.
Well, okay.
Not an issue.
No internal clock.
At all.
Yeah.
No internal clock.
Do you get, when you travel, do you get, what's the word? What am I thinking?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah.
I suppose so.
Interesting.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But,
No, without
what?
using words. We're
yeah.
playing charades
yeah,
here.
when you travel and you're in a different time zone.
Yeah, and you're in
Jet lag.
Jet lag.
Ah,
Yes,
there we
yes.
go.
Yeah.
100 points for
Yeah,
me. Yes.
of course.
Okay.
Love traveling.
You do. Where was the last place you traveled?
Last place was last summer. Jim and I, my husband and I, went to the Outer Hebrides, which are the islands to the west of Scotland. You have Scotland, then you have the Isle of Skye, then you have the Outer Hebrides. And we rented a car for 10 days and just explored.
Oh, my goodness.
Awesome.
That sounds awesome.
It was awesome, like just Viking ruins and old churches and the standing stones. Do you watch Outlander?
I don't.
Okay. Well,
I should. Everyone talks about
it's
it.
so good, but like the standing stones are pretty famous. They're the ones that she time travels
Yeah.
through, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ones in the show are based on, I believe they're called the Stones of Cavendish. and they're in the Outer Hebrides. So we saw like the Outlander stones.
That's
you
so
know?
cool.
So that was cool.
That's so cool. Traveling for like a book or a film that you've loved and getting to see that is iconic.
No, I agree. And I probably will never do like the Game of Thrones tour where they.
I know. I would love to, but I'll never do it.
Too.
I will never do it.
I feel like you can see so much of it online anyway.
I
just
know,
on Insta,
isn't that
whatever. And they
sad?
say, here in Iceland, here's where we filmed this. Here's in Northern Ireland where we did this.
Yep.
But that would be so cool.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
When we were planning our honeymoon, we like called a travel agent. We were like, what are some ideas? Like, what's in our price range? Like, where can we go? Because we wanted to go to Europe. And I remember the first place that they suggested was Ireland. And I thought, okay, like Guinness, like that sounds fun. And they wanted to put us on all of these ghost tours.
Okay, don't laugh. They're pretty cool.
I bet they are, but like it wasn't romantic.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like, I would do a ghost
would they
tour.
put you on? Because
There was multiple. It was not just one. Like, it was definitely a theme, like an overarching theme. And I was like, I just don't want to be scared on my honeymoon.
No, and I get
you
it.
know?
Totally,
like,
totally.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I did a ghost tour. Let me tell you this. I did a ghost tour in Edinburgh, Scotland. I've been to Scotland a couple times.
Oh my
It's
God,
like
okay,
the greatest.
cool.
And they take you underground to these like tunnels that are hundreds of years old, right? Now, did I see anything? No. Did you feel the draft? Did you feel the cold? Sure.
Yeah.
Do I believe in ghosts? Yes, but I never want to see one.
Really?
I do not want to experience it.
Okay.
No. But I do believe the spirits are out there.
Would you ever play a Ouija board?
I did when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, sure. We had sleepovers and stuff.
Oh my God, I love
Stiff as
that.
a board.
Yes,
Light
yes.
as a feather, and you lift the bodies up, and you're like, what? What's
I've
that?
never done that, I can tell you that.
It's a girly thing.
It's such a girly
Yeah.
thing. I loved the Ouija board,
Yeah.
which like sounds so. That's probably why I have this podcast and so many enemies these days. But I think it has to trace back to the Ouija board. You said you like royalty. You love the royal family.
do, yeah. Although I feel like ever since I've stopped working in radio, I'm not as on top of everything that's going on like
Well,
I
you
used
don't
to
have
be.
post
But
and premiere like in your inbox every morning.
this is true. This is true. Harry and Meghan are pissing me off. I actually went to their wedding. So two of my girlfriends and I flew to the wedding. So I arrived in London at Heathrow the morning of the wedding. We all got in a car, drove to Windsor Castle. We were like, I swear it was a half an hour before they closed the grounds.
Yeah.
Everyone had to be seated. We got these great seats on the lawn. I mean, obviously I wasn't in the wedding. I wasn't in a
still,
church, but
that's
we were on the
amazing.
lawn. And when they rode back, by everybody in the beautiful carriage, waving and stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh, I got great video. So I was in love with Harry and Meghan.
Yeah.
And I read Harry's book, and it's Spare, and it's
Mm-hmm.
wonderful, and I believe everything he says, but I just, if you really want this privacy, and if you really want to be away from the spotlight and do your own thing and live your own life, then I'm sick of seeing you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
No, it totally makes sense. I'm not a big fan of Meghan Markle.
I know. See, I was.
See, that sucks.
I
if
know.
You were a fan and now you've changed.
Exactly. And I've never seen Suits. I'm sure she's a really good actress and
She's
whatnot.
not. She's really not. No, and I will go on record and stand on that. She sucks. Like, she's not great in Suits.
Wow.
The first two seasons she wasn't. You're right.
No, she
yeah,
wasn't.
I remember
and then
watching
do you think
that.
she
and,
grew into it or no?
Maybe
No,
she
I think
did, but
everyone
we
just got
stopped.
used to it. I think everyone's just
Yeah.
like, go with their shtick. She's not that good at this.
Well, I saw an article today that Netflix is not breaking ties with her show, but they're redoing all of the wording in the contract, and it's not to their benefit. Let's put it that way.
That's not. I'm not surprised.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not surprised.
I'm just disappointed that now she's fallen from grace in my eyes because I
that
really did
sucks.
like her. But anyway.
Well, speaking of Harry's, you love Harry Styles.
Oh, I do. I still love Harry.
I love Harry Styles too.
Do you?
And that's
Okay.
not the only celebrity crush that we have in common. Maddie Healy. I hear you're a 1975 fan,
Okay.
and I don't know any of them. So I'm so
Are you
glad that you
kidding?
are.
Do you know Blair? My friend Blair?
No, but I would love
Oh,
to.
geez.
Please
Okay.
introduce me.
I am not even joking. Today, I don't have a tattoo. And I was thinking, if I got a tattoo of my favorite bands, picture this. The number 1D, and that one is also 1975.
I love that.
Let's get them together.
I got chills. Yeah,
I
let's
know.
do it. Let's do it.
1D, 1970. Okay, so Maddie Healy is engaged to Gabriette.
She is. Or he is.
is?
He is, yes.
I know nothing about her. I'm not a fan of what I see on Instagram. Now, my daughter loves Gabriette.
She's funky.
She's very funky.
Yeah.
I wish I just see pictures of her. I wish I knew, like when he was with Taylor, granted, it was only for a little bit.
I know.
But they were really close.
It was
they
the
were
best
very
time
good
of my
friends.
life.
When Maddie and Taylor were dating.
Literally, the Eras tour that I was at in Philadelphia night 1, he was playing guitar for her. And my mom and I were third row. And I was like, Mom, we are witnessing history. Because
I
this is not going to
agree.
last. We all know it's not going to
Yeah,
last.
I know.
But this is iconic that we're here right now.
I'm so jealous that you got to see that. Oh, that's wonderful. And
Insane.
then, okay, do you follow? I follow his mother, Denise Wells.
Yes!
Okay.
Did you see what she said on Watch What Happens Live?
About Taylor?
Yes.
I'm so glad I avoided that job of
I
being
didn't wanna
Taylor Swift's
have that
mother-in-law.
role.
I know.
Ooh, that makes me a little scared for Gabriette because if she is a really nice girl,
She's-
God forbid she like.
I know, but Denise says Gabriette is is going to be the perfect daughter-in-law, and she's
Okay.
a beautiful person. And Denise said that, and since I know nothing about Gabriette, I'm going to take.
We got to
Denise's
take her word for it.
Yeah.
Gabriette doesn't do anything at all.
She doesn't even eat.
No,
The
she
girl
doesn't even
eat.
She's one of
She's
those girls that
big.
this, and I don't know why this bothers me so much, but if you're posing with a plate of food, like on Instagram,
Yeah.
like you gotta eat it. If there's not a bite out of the burger, I don't trust you. You
Well,
didn't eat your food.
I don't
You
think.
didn't.
I don't think she eats at all.
No, I don't think so.
I truly don't. Although I've seen her do cooking videos. I have, now that I think about it. I've never
Interesting.
seen her eat what she cooks, but she does do
We need a deep dive.
cooking videos.
We need a deep dive.
When are they going to get married? They've been engaged for like 2 years.
I know. Well, did you hear when he was in doing that 3-night sold out show or whatever?
Yes.
And then he was like, some people would consider me a poet. And I was like, oh, he's still striking back with Taylor. They're still playing this little game. So I'm like, oh, and you haven't gotten married
because
yet. So
the
weird.
Poets Department album
Yep.
was, part of it was about Maddie,
It was about Maddie,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
A good
Okay.
part of it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, the smallest man or something.
Yep,
the world's
smallest man who ever lived. Yep.
Yes.
Ooh. Crazy.
This is good stuff. I
stuff.
have been to more 1975 concerts than I've been to One Direction concerts. I
Oh my
think
God.
I've been to 7 1975 concerts.
So you got to scream in Robbers, and everybody's
He's
dead.
Yes.
That's all I want to do. I want to be in a crowd of people and
Everybody's
scream that
dead.
line.
That's what they do. Oh, that's so funny.
That's
My
awesome.
daughter got me into 1975. They're great. They're
my
great.
gosh.
And then, was it Ross or George just
George
got married?
just got married to Charlie. Yes. What a wedding. What a
I know.
wedding.
I only saw the cute little dress that
Little
she
dress.
changed into.
Yep, me
I think.
too.
Yeah, it was adorable.
She's so much fun.
Oh.
Brat summer. Brat
Yeah,
summer every summer.
Yes.
Who
I
else
thought
has
they
your...
were an interesting couple. Like I wouldn't, because
I had no idea they were together until
really?
like
I
last
didn't know
year.
that.
And then I was like, oh, okay, Charlie.
Okay.
I love this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So who else has your daughter introduced you to? Like
Well,
lately?
she actually got me into One Direction as well.
Oh, I love that.
And well, I don't know if Nate ever told you the story. So Harry Styles has called me by name. I've told this story on the air a million times. So, and it actually just came up in my memory. So it was 13 years ago this year. I think it was July 4th weekend. I took my daughter and her best friend at the time to go see 1D in Hershey.
Okay.
And we were lucky enough to get passes to like their sound check.
Nice. Oh
Okay.
my God. Cool.
So I am, of course, the oldest person in the audience, and there's probably 300 screaming girls and myself, right?
Sure.
So this one woman said, "All right, I have a microphone. 5 of you out of these 300 people, you can ask the boys a question. One question. Hugs not allowed, but one question." So everyone's like, "Oh, me." So she goes to 4 different girls. I said to my daughter, I'm getting this 5th. And I just made myself seen. And so this woman brought me, the oldest one, the
I'm
microphone.
dying.
So I said something like, I don't even know. Like, "Hi, guys, I'm Jennifer, and I'm here with my daughter, Kelly. It's her birthday, and this is her friend. I forgot, oh my God, who was it? Oh, Anna." And I said, "Could you guys sing happy birthday to Kelly and Anna, but also to all the girls here that are here celebrating because they might have, tickets and this will be their birthday present." And Harry goes, "Jennifer, you are the loudest girl I've ever met."
Oh my God.
I know. Yes.
He'll never
But
forget
anyway,
you.
all of One Direction sang happy birthday, not just to my kid, but to all the girls that were there celebrating.
Oh my God.
And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget
That
it.
is beautiful.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
beautiful. I wish Harry Styles knew my name. Oh my God. Nate's like, Jesus Christ, I hear this way too much.
Yeah, Harry Styles and David Muir.
I'm obsessed with David Muir.
I'm not.
Oh.
I am not.
I
Wow.
just think he's cute.
I don't.
Okay. What about Larry David?
I don't know who that is.
Larry David?
Oh, David. I
Yeah.
thought you said, you're obsessed with Larry David.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
I
obsessed
would
with
have
Larry
to-
David, nor do I think he's cute. I mean, well,
Really?
he's a nice elderly gentleman, I'm sure, but
Like, if I love Nate, but if Larry David walked in and was like, Taylor, I think like we should go on a date, I would say respectfully, Nate, I love you, but I'll be right back.
and
I'm
what
gonna,
would Nate say to that?
He'd say,
I would say your face was on the back of my wife's phone case for a while, so I've seen this coming. Yeah, absolutely,
I know what
absolutely.
happened, and she has permission.
she has
Yeah.
permission. That's so funny.
You're a little freak, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Most people are like, oh, she's gonna be easy breezy and calm and cool and collected. She's a little blonde girl. Nope,
Right. No,
not
no,
at
no.
all. You didn't
No,
see it
no,
coming. No. Well, that's why like your method of getting into radio. You said you start in a small station.
Yes.
I didn't do that at all.
Well, you were lucky then.
I was annoying, Jen. I
No,
was annoying.
I mean, you just knocked on that door until you got in. Is that what it was?
So
She was knocking on my door,
yeah,
literally.
literally knocking
Yeah.
on your door. I was in college. I was a junior and I was going to graduate early with my degree in education. And I was like, oh my God, I can't graduate like as a junior. I don't know what I'm doing. And I didn't love teaching.
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
my thing. And my ex-boyfriend had an interview at MGK and I got the interview for him. And then the day of, he was like, I'm not going. And I was like, this is a big radio station. You're not going
have
to
to-
go.
yeah.
You got to go.
Yeah.
So I showed up instead, and they're like, who are you, little girl? And I was like, okay, listen, you might not like me, and that's completely fine, but give me 1 week, and I will convince you that you will like me. And Sean Burke was like, okay, you can have 1 week. 1 week turned into an internship.
Unbelievable.
And then I met DeBella in the hallway, and he was like, I'm going to
Sealed
introduce
that
you
deal.
to your
Yeah,
husband.
Yeah. I heard that story. He's like, I know you two will get married.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we ended
is so
nutty.
wild.
Just like the way everything.
But good for you. I mean, doesn't that just go to show if you want something, you have to go after it.
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah. I remember asking my
What's
mom.
the worst thing that's going to happen? You say
Exactly.
they say no.
That's what
the
my mom
best thing
said.
is they say yes. Come on in. I'll give
I
you a
remember
week.
talking to my mom. I was like, what do I do? Like, I'm so nervous. And she was like, what's the worst that can happen? Then we can just talk shit on them and be like, okay, I hate
Yeah.
that station. They didn't give you
Yeah,
like
they
a
didn't do
chance.
it.
Whatever. But like,
That's
who
amazing.
cares?
Good
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
impressed.
It was so much fun. Like, just being an intern, I think
Yeah.
genuinely was so much fun.
I hope they didn't work you too hard.
Oh, they did. I never got paid.
Oh, no. I mean, all right, I hope you learned something. Was it just, tell me it wasn't just getting coffee.
No, it
And
wasn't
plugging
just getting
headphones
coffee.
in.
No, but I think the
Yeah.
time,
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's
the
what
time
Nate
that
had
I,
to do.
the only time I got quote unquote fired from a radio station was because of my husband, my now husband actually. It was, I'll bleep her name, even though I want to say it so bad on the podcast, but I'm going to talk about it. Lisa from XU fired me because essentially I drove the station vehicle with the parking brake on to Nate, and I couldn't get the parking brake off, and I was like,
Did you break the vehicle?
nope, I don't know. I'm not really sure how it all ended up going, but no one was happy, and there were scrapes, and it was like not a great moment, but I went there to give Nate all of these boxes because I was supposed to bring them to the 555 building. Nate wasn't even there.
Oh,
So I walked all these boxes up, like it had to be like 5 or 10 of them. No one offered to help me. I
Oh
was
my
bringing them all up and then
gosh.
drove back, and they were like, you violated station vehicle policies. I was like, by driving with the parking brake, I'm just a girl.
I just don't know. Yeah,
like,
and
I
it's
just
a
don't know how to
van.
do it.
A van. That doesn't seem like a reason why you should be fired.
Yeah, I was like, you actually can't fire me because I work for 5 stations here. So like, okay.
Really bizarre.
Very
okay,
bizarre.
That is a story I did not hear.
Did you ever think Nate was
No.
too ambitious?
No.
Thank you.
That's
Why
nice.
do
I
you think
appreciate
so?
that.
No, someone told Nate that.
No.
And
Yeah.
we never let it die. We just bring it up every podcast that we can.
No, you are not too ambitious. And there's
Thank
nothing wrong with being too. Look how you got that job.
Nate,
That's ambitious.
I agree.
That's courageous.
I'm going to compile all of these radio legends saying that you're not too ambitious, and then we're going to put it in a tape and send it to this person, Nate.
Do I want to know who
would be
this
funny.
is? That's crazy.
She hated me.
Why?
Apparently I was too ambitious.
And you could have been even more ambitious. Listen,
Thank you.
you could have. The fact that you left radio because you knew.
I know.
You knew.
Yeah.
You knew what was right for you, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And at that point, it was marrying my wife
Yep.
and adopting a dog and buying a house.
That's right.
And, it was
you,
great.
you knew you had to adult. You had to
Yes.
be an adult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Things were changing, and no, you
Yeah.
did the right thing.
We both went corporate, and then Nate stayed corporate.
Yeah,
And I
kind
quit.
of. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm out of here. speaking of Nate and him joining your show, what was the first thing that he told you guys about me?
Interesting. Well, I think he told us that you worked for DeBella.
Sure.
Bill immediately said, "Is she cute and blonde?" Immediately. I don't remember the first thing, but I do remember. I hope you don't get mad.
Oh, go for it.
Well, I think I've told you this before.
Okay.
He just couldn't believe, and to be honest, Taylor, I couldn't believe it either, that how you insisted on having matching hangers in all your closets. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I'm still this way.
Are you OCD in everything or just certain things?
Well, I'm not like, I don't have to like do the light switch 5 times before I
Okay,
leave the house or
okay.
my family dies, but like I do have OCD.
I mean,
I'm
we
an
all
anxious
do. We all have a
girly.
little bit.
This is my shout out to Helen for the episode. Helen's my therapist. We love her.
Love Helen.
We love
She's the
Helen.
best.
Helen.
Helen's the best. But yeah, it's just a weird thing I have. Like all of my TVs in my house have to be the same brand. All of my
Okay.
hangers have to be the same
Yeah,
type.
you kind of wondered if this was some sort of red flag about something.
I did, and then once we actually got it figured out,
You were okay.
we don't share a closet.
No.
So like she
I
doesn't
have
go
a
into any of my
full
closets.
closet room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
I am sure.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
I have all the leftover hangers, and
that's
she doesn't
okay with
hang up
you?
my clothes.
Yes, I don't. Yeah, I'll fold his clothes, but I won't hang them up because it'll give me anxiety. Yeah, of just
'Cause
doing
they're-
that.
And they don't look the same.
They just don't look the same. Yeah, I'm weird about that. My appliances, like my TVs, like everything
it's
has to
okay,
be
it's
like
okay.
a certain way.
Our
But
house
I
looks
do remember
great.
that.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful house.
Are
Yeah.
you all right? Are you guys? I'm sure you are, but are you just happily married? It's been what, 2 years, right?
Yeah, a
3?
little over.
2?
A
Okay.
little over 2
I know
years.
you had your anniversary in July.
We did, yep.
Yes, yes. Happy belated, by the way.
Thank you.
Christmas in July. I know that's always your birthday. But the last 2 years have been wonderful.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good.
We've gotten to do so many fun things, and just like everything that we do is an adventure. Which
I know.
Like we take the train up to New York, and then we reserve like a couple hours after all of our work stuff, and we're like, let's just go and do shit and see like what's fun.
Good.
And we just have a blast.
That's because you guys are friends. You're best friends.
We
You know
really
what I
are.
mean? You have to be. And we just celebrated 31 years of marriage, which
Oh my
is
God.
insane.
Okay.
But you have to want to go on adventures together.
Yes.
You want to spend time together, and you have to be best friends.
So now I have to know, how did you meet your husband?
Oh, we met at Penn State.
Okay.
We're a Penn State family. He was 17. I was 18. We're only 4 months apart. But we were there for freshman summer. We hadn't even graduated high school yet. We were in French class. We had to take a French class over.
Romantic.
Well, I don't know about that. But this is honestly how we met. So there was of course, you know me, I'm sitting in the front row because I'm like, have to be the straight A student taking my notes and
yes.
stuff. Jim's in the back. And there was a grown man. Here we are teenagers. There was a grown man also taking the class, which when you're a freshman, that's very strange, right?
Yeah,
You've never
totally.
seen a grown up in your class. So when he spoke, it was this deep voice, and I turned around, and Jim and I locked eyes because I thought it was strange that there was this grown man. And I just kind of rolled my eyes, and then he waited for me at the end of class at the door, took me out to lunch.
Oh,
That's so cute.
Yeah,
so
help me buy my textbooks because I didn't know how to do it. They had textbooks back then, you two.
I had to buy textbooks.
you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I did. Yep, I remember that
So
before.
we were
like,
just, yeah, we were just friends all through college, and then we got together our last year.
yeah. Was he dating other people? Were you dating other people?
I was. He did. Yes, we both were.
Interesting. So yeah, you guys were friends first
We
too.
were, and that's the base. That should be the basis.
Oh, 1000%.
all.
Okay, what do you think is harder? Just in your opinion, straight out friendship breakup or relationship breakup?
Oh God, friendship breakup.
I agree with that. I've been asking
Yeah.
all of my guests that.
Yeah, I mean, I have never thought about that, but if you lose your girlfriend, I mean,
Yeah.
if women lose their women friends,
Oh my gosh.
that's tough.
Tears you up.
It does.
Do you think you would rather be sat down by one of your closest friends, Blair? We'll say Blair.
Ah.
Blair sits you down. She says, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Ah.
Or would you rather her ghost you and just like never respond to you again? You're like, I
Either
didn't see
way,
this
I'll
coming.
tell you what. Either way, I would pursue to
Yeah.
find out what is
Smart.
going
Okay.
on
Fair
or
enough.
why.
Fair enough.
You know,
Fair
I mean,
enough.
you can't. After years of friendship, you can't just ghost me. I
Right.
would come after you and find out
I
what
would come
happened.
after
You know
you.
what I mean. You know
Yes.
what I mean.
No, you would have to find what
Yeah,
happened. Like
yeah,
if you made a mistake or they made a mistake.
Exactly.
It's interesting. I've been asking all of my guests that, and I've like put up Instagram polls and everything, and 70% of my audience has said they've been through a friendship breakup, and no one talks about them, like how like detrimental they can be.
It truly is. And I have a very close friend of mine. She had a girlfriend break up with her BFF 2 years ago. And that girl became my friend too because
Yeah, because you all knew each
we
other.
all
Yep.
do things together.
Yep.
For various reasons, she literally broke it off with my friend.
Oof.
And it was even hard on us.
Oh yeah.
She had been at my house for Halloween for like 5 straight years.
It ruins the friendship dynamic. Like for sure. Actually,
Thanks for bringing me down.
hey, anytime. At any time.
I'm
That's what I'm here for, actually. No, Nate had someone in our wedding that I respectfully had to say, listen, you can't be in the wedding anymore because you pissed off my friend. And like you
no.
can't be in it anymore.
Was going to be in it as in a bridesmaid?
Well, she was a bridesmaid. He was going to be a groomsman.
Yeah.
And they broke up and I was like, sorry, sir. You were the plus one on this,
Okay.
like, and
Okay.
it was uncomfortable. But now looking back, I would have just like not had either of them because it was like a
Okay.
little much.
Yeah.
But no, it's like it's hard for boys too, which like no one talks about.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like men just don't have the same connections we have, nor do they have the number of connections that we have.
No, let me tell you. One of Nate's friends recently went through a breakup, and I said, text him, see how he's doing, aka figure out what happened. Like we knew the girl,
Yeah,
we know
yeah.
him. I'm like, what? Who broke up with who? Did someone cheat? And so Nate goes, yeah, I texted him. I said, can I see? He goes, yeah, sure.
Oh no.
He
How you
goes-
doing, dude?
Yes! It was, hey, how's it going, bro? And then he was like, fine. And then he was like, hope you're doing well. And he goes, yeah, I'm okay. I said,
Come
you didn't
on,
ask any
Nate.
follow-up questions. You didn't do your job. You've been trained for this. Unacceptable.
Also, you probably shouldn't have even texted. You should have called.
Should have called him. Yes.
You should have called.
You should have called.
Oh.
And then
All right.
reported back
All
with all the
right.
relevant
Yes,
information.
I know.
Yes, I know.
But they're boys.
They're boys.
It's okay. We delve deep.
Yes.
And I don't know. We're just kind of built to do that.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good. We
Are you a
embrace it and-
gossiper?
Yeah, probably. Probably
Yeah.
more than I should be.
Yeah. Oh, so am I. That's what this whole podcast is.
I know.
Do you watch reality TV?
I don't watch as much as you do. I'm
enough.
actually, okay, I'm not a Bravo person. However, I have been watching Traitors.
I've not watched it, but everyone has
Okay.
told me that I have to.
And I love it. And 90% of the cast are the women from Bravo.
They are. So
Right.
who's your favorite from Traders?
Um,
I'll see if I can match them to their Bravo
I want
show.
to say her name is Dorinda. Is that her
Dorinda
name?
Medley. Yes.
And there's only one. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
So I really liked her.
She's awesome.
Okay, I really liked her. This is sacrilege for me to say this. Last season, Britney Spears' ex, Sam, was on it.
Oh my God! Yes, yeah.
Gauchi or whatever.
dancer guy, right?
Yeah. He actually grew on me. He actually,
Really?
and I'm always a Britney fan. I don't
me
know.
too.
I kind of liked Sam though.
Interesting. Well, there's
Yeah.
a reason why she was with him. You know, like he has to be charming.
Well, he was Yeah, he was charming. Oh, who's the guy? The guy.
Tom Sandoval.
Yes. Love Tom Sandoval. Oh my God.
You're the only
Okay.
person on this podcast that has ever said,
Well,
I
but
love
see,
Tom Sandoval.
It's because I never watched. I loved him from Traitors, so
Right.
I know that I believe he was a cheater, right?
Yeah, he's a cheater,
See,
yeah.
I never saw any of that.
No.
So when he was on Traitors, he was literally said, "I am trying to restore my reputation. I'm trying to make
Oh my
up for
God.
all the bad I did." So I appreciated that.
Yeah.
and he's a cutie.
He's in a band.
Is
They
he?
were at the Ardmore last year.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't know that.
I was this close to going with one of my friends, and I didn't go. I was like, this feels like kind of weird. It was during the whole Scandival thing. But now looking back, I'm like, I should have gone to that
you
show
should
just
have.
to
You
see.
should have.
Just to see.
So that's my way into Bravo, just by watching Traitors with all the characters. Love
That's
is
fair.
Blind is awesome.
I love.
that.
Oh,
I
they're
love
doing it in Philly this season.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
so cool.
Yes.
So cool.
Donna Kelsey is going to be on Traitors this season. I'll tell you this. I'll make this statement right now. Of course, Donna Kelsey will be one of the Traitors. They go around. Alan Cumming picks 3 or 4. You're not going to not pick Donna because she's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
She's the friendly mom
Yep.
who everyone loves and will trust and will never think she would
Yep.
be a traitor.
who doesn't have a passcode on her phone. Don't ask me how I know that, but she doesn't.
How did you know that?
Don't ask me how I know that.
I wanted to.
But she does not have a passcode on her phone.
Don't you have to?
She does not. She was at a...
I just got back from Vegas in May.
Did
My
you?
first time ever.
I've never been. I've
Yeah,
never been to
I
the
had-
west side of the country.
Me neither.
Really?
I had never been west of Chicago until my son goes to the University of Oregon. So that was the first time
Oh my goodness.
that I've even seen the Pacific Ocean when we moved him in.
Oh my
But so I guess I did go to Oregon, but I had never been to Vegas. So my husband's a Deadhead, and the Dead and Company were playing at Sphere.
I've seen Dead and Company. They're incredible.
They were really good, I have to say. But to see them at the Sphere,
oh, I'm sure it
you
was
know what that
incredible.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about a trip. I mean, the graphics, the
Yeah.
lighting, it was crazy
so cool.
But I said to him, if we go to Vegas, which I'll go with you because he really wanted to see them,
Sure.
you have to see something I want to see. So one night we did Dead and Company at the Sphere, and the next night we saw Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow.
Yes, he has a tour in
I
residency.
love that so much.
I know.
That's
And-
so
and
cool.
Even Jim enjoyed it. It was fun. It was
Who
really
wouldn't
fun.
enjoy a Barry Manilow show? Like,
Right?
that's
He's
just fun.
I couldn't believe it.
That is
Full
so cool.
head of hair, 83 years old, a showman
Big
to
slay.
boot. He was great.
So do you think he's cute?
Barry is cute.
You're like, yeah.
He sounds great. Yes. So Barry Manilow is my
Larry David.
Larry David. You know what else I like? This is, oh my God. You might edit this out. One of the benefits of being retired and sleeping in and not working during the day, I'm now regular. I go every single day. As a woman, when you work,
Yeah.
you don't go at work.
No. Oh, never. Oh, God, no.
Literally 32 years. I don't think I ever went during the week.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Damn,
I'm not
girl.
even joking. So
What?
feel free to edit that out.
No,
But
that's fine.
It's a very
It is-
healthy thing to retire and to sleep in and to, I don't know, I think it's bodily stress.
I love shit
hell?
talk. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Literal shit.
Literal shit talk. That's so funny. I actually saw an episode of The Valley recently, a show on Bravo, and the girl said she's been married to her husband for 8 years, and she goes, to this day, I go down to the lobby of our
Wow.
apartment to take a shit.
No, that's
And
not
I was
right.
like, that's literally awful.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
That's not right.
No, that's not.
No, in your own home, do it when and where you
Exactly.
need to. But at work,
That's funky.
yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you, we're going to play a little name association game.
Okay.
So you're going to say the first thing that comes to your mind when I mention these names. Some are going to be celebrities, some are going to be people that you may know.
Okay.
First one, we'll do James Taylor.
Carly Simon.
Oh, I love that. Okay, Jennifer Aniston.
I don't know why, but Phoebe.
Pink.
Blair, because they both grew up in Doylestown. My friend Blair, and she
Oh,
lives
yeah.
there.
This podcast is brought to you by Jen's friend
I
Blair.
know Blair. Sorry.
Poor Blair is like, I want nothing to do with this, actually.
That's so funny.
Okay, Debbie Calton.
Oh, I've never met her.
You've never met Debbie?
I've never met Debbie in all the years.
Crazy.
Yeah, so a ghost. She's a stranger in my life. I've never met her.
Okay, Johnny Depp.
Ooh, I guess. Well, oh God. All right, Keith Richards, only because of the pirate thing.
That's a good one.
And
okay.
he mimicked Keith
Yeah.
for why can't I think?
Interesting.
What's his name?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow.
Jack
Sparrow.
Thank you.
Okay, what about? Well, now I'm thinking of Keith Richards, and you've got my head all in a
yeah.
bind. Here we go. Steven Tyler.
Oh, I love Steven.
Me too.
I guess Liv, his daughter.
Oh, she's adorable.
Yeah, she is. She looks
She's
just like
so
him.
cute.
Yeah.
All right, George Bush.
George Bush.
Yeah.
Jenna, his daughter.
There-
from the
oh,
Today Show.
lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Who I like very much. I do like her.
Eric Johnson.
Our Eric Johnson?
EJ.
Okay, interesting story. I will say his wife, Linda, because, and God, I hope they don't mind me saying this. I don't think so. Eric Johnson's wife, Linda, is adopted.
Oh,
And Linda did her genealogy and stuff.
I
And
know
she-
this actually.
She is related to my mother-in-law.
Yes, actually,
I believe
Eric
they're
told me this
cousins.
not that long ago.
Really?
Probably like a year ago. Yes.
Okay.
Crazy.
Isn't that strange?
That is so weird.
So we had a family reunion of my husband's side 2 summers ago, and Eric and Linda came because
Wild.
Linda got to meet like her actual biological, family
Insane.
members. So that was so weird because Eric he was my very first Philly hire. He hired me at WIP.
Oh my God.
I ran the board for Sunny Hill on Sunday mornings, a full basketball show.
That is wild.
And Eric was my first PD in Philly.
That's Eric was the best boss I ever had.
Yes.
So
Loved him.
I remember him being at an Acme listening to, oh my God, what was that Delaware station that I worked for that wasn't WSTW?
Oh.
WXCY?
No, it was
The one that played RT.
JBR.
JBR. So now it's like a Christian station, I think.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when I was at JBR, I remember it was a Saturday shift. I didn't picture Eric listening at all. I was like, he's doing his Saturday things.
Right.
He's not listening. I was like, I'm going to play 6 Taylor Swift songs in a row. And he texted me, he goes, hey, T,
Taylor.
I'm at Acme, and I'm listening to the station through the speakers, and I just want to say, maybe we don't play Taylor
Maybe
Swift
we
right
done
now.
did 6 times. That's so funny.
Didn't yell at me, wasn't
well,
mad.
I was going to say, what a nice PD to just.
I know. Just let it slide.
love it.
thought for sure they were going to
love
be
it.
like, all right, get to Philly. We have to talk to you. This is not for you.
When I worked one of my non-Philly jobs, I did work for 2 years at a station in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And when they were bought and it was going to flip, they gave us one more week. It was Ken and Jenn. So it was Ken and Jenn in the morning.
Love.
And Ken and I, we knew we had 1 week. And we were so upset that we were losing our jobs, but we're like, F it. We opened the show every morning that week at 5:30 a.m. playing Panama by Van Halen. Every single 5:30
Great
a.m.
Such a good
Yes,
song.
Yes,
Such a
Panama.
good song.
They didn't care. Well, I'm like, she's not listening, but
Yeah.
it's flipping. So
That's
That just
amazing.
reminded me when you said you did 6 in a row. We did 5 Panamas in a row
That's
every day.
great. That's amazing.
Radio's fun.
So much fun.
So fun.
So when did you know, when you met Bill, how did you know you guys were going to be a good team? Or did you not know you were going to be a good team?
We met because I was hired to be his fill-in
Okay.
so he did traffic and weather for, I believe it was Tiffany and Michael at the time on B101. So if he ever needed to take a day off, they needed someone to fill in and do traffic and
Okay.
weather. So Bill trained me to do his shift. And that didn't last very long. I did get hired to do middays. Not much longer after that. But anyway, they had me fill in for Michael one time, and then Tiffany was off, so they had to put Bill in. So it was the first time we were both fill-ins together.
Oh my
and it
gosh.
was, magic's not the word, but it was,
No,
what?
magic was another station.
It was better than the other couple. Let's put it that way.
I feel like you just know when you have a good
Yes,
show, you can
and-
just feel that there's some sort of chemistry.
We felt it. My PD felt it, and that's why eventually it ended up the way it did. Yeah, Bill's a great guy.
He is.
He's a great guy. He's a normal guy. Bill, if you're listening, I miss you. I love you. Definitely my work husband, and I believe he would say the same thing. So
That's awesome. Well, you said you have a new job.
Oh.
Let's talk about it.
No, it's nothing. This is nothing. It's very, very part-time. But I start tomorrow morning helping the company that takes school pictures,
Yeah.
Showstoppers.
Yeah, okay.
Showstoppers Photography.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'm going to be in Owen-J. Roberts for their senior picture day. I'm processing the kids. I'm not taking the pictures or anything.
That's
so I'll
awesome.
be taking their money. What package did you sign up for? This, that, and the
Fun.
other. I can help if their hair is whatever. But so I'm doing school school pictures and then sports teams. Like I'll be at Perkiomen Valley High School on Friday for their soccer team pictures.
Cool.
Football teams, and then dance studios, dance.
Oh, yeah.
So
I danced for 10 years.
I did
oh, my
too.
God. Oh, you
Ballet,
did too?
tap, and jazz.
Same.
All right.
We have so much in common,
I know,
Jen.
I know.
It's funny because I danced for 10 years, but you see me on the dance floor now.
Oh, yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's cringy. There's nothing.
But
there.
you were good when you were younger.
No, I think my parents just gaslighted me. They were like, "No,
It's
Taylor, we love
possible.
you so
It's
much
possible.
that we think you're so good."
It very well could be. But weren't the costumes the best?
It was the best part.
Recitals were so much fun.
I remember being like in second grade and they gave us a Hannah Montana song.
Oh,
and I
fun.
was like, I have waited
Yeah,
my whole
yeah.
life for this moment.
This moment, that's great.
I still
That's
remember
great.
the costume. I'm like pumping up the party. I could do the dance right now. Love it.
Cool.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you ever into Hannah Montana? The Hannah
No,
Montana
but my kids
phase?
were. Listen, I could be your grandmother. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. But yes, Hannah Montana was huge in our house when my kids were growing up. And I love Miley now.
Me too. She's going to do something for
so
the
talented.
anniversary of
Are
Hannah
they?
Montana,
Okay.
allegedly. I hope
Good.
she goes back on tour, and I hope the Jonas Brothers open up for her.
That'd be
So it
fun.
would be like the Best of Both Worlds
Yes.
tour back in like
Yes.
2009, but just repeated.
I love it.
Right? I'm manifesting that to the universe.
Please do.
Yeah, I know.
Please
It'd be
make
incredible.
it happen.
That and One Direction getting back together just for a minute. Just a minute.
Minus Liam.
I know. But that shouldn't stop
his
them.
soul. No. In fact, I was shocked that after that all happened, they didn't announce something. All right, in his honor, we are
Right?
going to do something at Madison Square Garden or something.
I thought so for sure.
I really
But
did.
I think because it was like suspicious circumstances too, they didn't want to touch it.
Maybe, but it's just in honor of him.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I hope they do in
I
the
hope
future.
so.
And I've seen Louis Tomlinson twice. We
We
got
met
our
him.
picture together,
Yes,
Nate.
we
I
did.
forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's been in Philly twice. He puts on a great show.
I've never seen him.
Yeah,
I've seen
he was
Niall.
at the- I haven't seen Niall, but
Interesting.
yeah.
Niall was fine.
I like Niall. Yeah, I love them all.
I'm just a hairy girl. Like,
Me
yeah, down to
too.
the core. Down to the core.
Oh.
We actually, when we were in Barcelona, there was a Harry Styles show that was happening that night. And we were like, we could walk to the theater. And we were like waiting for tickets just to go down. And of course, we were like translating the currency. And we're like, okay, how many?
Yeah,
Like, how
yeah.
can we get there? They were still insane up
I'm
until a
sure.
minute before the show.
Oh my
And I was like,
God.
that's
So
crazy.
you didn't do it? You didn't
no,
do it,
so we
yeah.
didn't end up doing it. And now, like, looking back, I'm like, would it have been like...
Here's the thing. If I could give you guys, you youngins, my 2 cents, do those things.
Yeah.
The money, I know things are expensive. It will come back though. You'll get the money. You're going to keep working. The money will come back to you. That opportunity won't.
Right.
And I'm still learning this, now
Oh,
that
yeah.
I'm retiring. But do it.
Now that you're giving advice,
Yeah, oh
now I want to know for women coming up in the field, in broadcasting, entertainment. I know for myself, I didn't really have many people to look to. Like, I think Cindy Drew was like the first woman
Yeah,
that I met
yeah.
that was like, I want to help you and I will be that person for you. If you could just talk to the girls that are doing
Well,
what you did, what would you say?
I think it's changing though. I don't
Yeah?
think girls coming up are going to have the same opportunities that I had because radio is changing, broadcasting is changing
Sure.
so much. However, as we all talked about before, go for it. The worst anyone could say is no. If you see your dream job and that's really what you want, and I'm kind of in this position too, like I'm going to start working again,
Yeah.
just not in radio. I am old school. I'm going to take my resume and I'm going to go in somewhere and say, I'm going to go to that winery and I'm going to say, I'm going to try your line. Give
it.
me a week. Give me 1 weekend to serve wine to your customers, and believe me, you'll want me to stay. Like, I think we already talked about that. I feel bad that girls that want to come up and do what I did, I just don't know that it's going to be able to.
That's
You
going to
know,
happen. Yeah.
I just don't. But if it does, whatever the job is, go for it. And just smile, be personable. I think anyone can relate to anyone who's just normal. Do you know what I mean?
Just a normal person.
Be
yeah.
a normal person and be happy and go for it.
And I think that's why your fan base has cultivated so much to be like a community, not just people who love Jenn Ryan. It's you've shared so much of your life on
Yes,
air. You
yes.
had a child on air.
Well, literally.
Literally had a child on air.
I did have 3 kids throughout my radio career, and I'll tell you one radio story. So, let's see. My second child was born when I was on Alice 104.5. That's when my water broke.
Oh my God.
And when I'm maternity leave, while on maternity leave, I'm listening to my radio station, and they flipped to Sunny 104.5.
Oh my God.
And I was on maternity leave, and they never even told me. This is also the radio back in the day was like, hello. But
my
no, I
God.
always had my kids on. I always remember what station I was on by who I was pregnant with at the time.
That's so funny. That's it. They don't have names. They're just named after each station.
I
Yeah.
had Alice. Sonny.
Could
I
you
call
imagine?
my son Q. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What do you think was besides B101, what was the favorite station that you had worked for?
Probably Q102.
Q102.
Yeah, we had such a good group because Glenn Kalina was part of that too, and we did do some crazy things. We had a naked show one day. I'm sure maybe Nate told you. Like we literally did the morning show naked,
You were naked.
completely naked, all of us, and I was the only girl. Now we stood in like moving boxes.
Sure.
So my moving box came up to about here, but all the other guys were down.
Beautiful thing. You
Oh,
guys, what?
because Glenn said we're going to do the show naked, but we really have to do it. Otherwise, you can't like fake that. You can't
Right, the
fake the
uncomfortable,
feeling,
like-
and the cringe,
Oh
the
my God.
nerves.
That's wild. Okay. So say one of your kids comes to you and they say, Mom, I'm going to do my job naked today because everyone in the office
yes.
said we're doing it.
And guess what? I'm going to be a stripper or something, right?
Oh my
Hopefully they
God.
won't have heard this story because you're right. I can't say no. Or I'll just say, make sure you're standing in a moving box.
Make sure you're standing in a moving
Yes.
box. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. This is the first time I've
course.
talked into a mic since April, and it feels good.
And it's pink.
And it's pink. I love it. Yeah, no, I really appreciate you asking me.
Oh
so
my
thank
God.
you.
Of
It's been a lot of fun.
course. Give Jenn a follow anywhere on her social media. Do you want to plug that?
Jenn PSU is Instagram, and Jenn Smith Ryan is Facebook. So
Awesome.
yes,
Well,
I'm still on Facebook.
I'm still on Facebook too.
Are
I
you?
love
Are you?
Facebook. Oh
Of
yeah,
course.
I'm an old soul when it comes to things like that.
Okay,
If I
good.
could, I would still have a MySpace. So thank you guys for listening to the Taylor Show. You can find us wherever you get podcasts. And a big shout out to Westchester Studios. We're in their King of Prussia location today. It is brand new. They're our home for podcast recording, so we're thankful to have them. And we'll see you next week, little gremlins.